Okay, so Pi News episode 19, and the first story is Raspberry Pi's 9th birthday. And this is from Tom's Hardware. I'll put a link in the description to this article, but it's a really interesting article and it goes through various different things, and I won't go through all of it, obviously. It's best to read the article, but interesting things in there. So they've got a list of all the models going from 2012 right up to present day, including the newest one, the Pico. They also talk about the most popular Pi, and it's still the Raspberry Pi 3B. So whether the Raspberry Pi 4 will overtake that, or even in fact the 400, who knows? But at the moment the Raspberry Pi 3B is still the most popular one. I'm not going to go through all the other stories, but it's a decent article, it's worth reading. Next up is a YouTuber that I subscribed to quite a while ago. He's done some great videos. This is the guy from Strange Parts, and he lived in China for a while. I'm not sure where he is at the moment. I haven't seen any of his videos for a while, and I haven't watched this one yet. I just flicked through, but I'll watch it after I've made this episode of Pi News. But he's made a folding iPhone, it says here. And if we scroll down, the interesting part of it and why it's in Pi News is it's actually powered by a Raspberry Pi 4B. And you can see it's going through that must be a display adapter. Now, his videos are amazing, and what he can do with technology, and especially small technology. He put a headphone socket into an iPhone that didn't have it, so it must have been iPhone 7, I think it was, and he's done all sorts of other projects like that. But it's also just really interesting to see him going around the Chinese markets. It's a great channel, and I haven't seen much from him for a while because of the global situation, I guess. But I'll definitely be watching that, and I'll also be checking out if he's released any more videos. I haven't seen them on my feed in recent times. Next up is a really cool project, and this is a Pi Zero inside a Snes controller, and just to look at the pictures is just cool enough. So you can see the Pi Zero here, the HDMI adapter sticking out as well, and it looks like there's a little USB stick or something there as well. But yeah, this is a working controller that runs Snes games. Amazing. Yeah, there's not a lot of details in there, but it just looks like a really cool project. Next up, another one from Reddit, which is a 3x3 Pi wall. So this is actually using multiple displays to display one video image. If I just momentarily press play, so you can see you can have a wall of screens. Certainly for commercial use, that sounds great. It's actually running from 9 Raspberry Pi 3Bs. So Pi wall information, create your own. So if you want to do this yourself, you can follow this project and have a Pi wall. Another interesting one here, so this is from Mobile Games Motion. We modded Minecraft Pi Edition to add survival mode, multiplayer and more. So this is the Minecraft Pi Edition, which is usually very basic on a Pi, but runs really well and is completely free. I've done videos on how to install the paid for version in the past. I've got a tutorial on it from quite a while ago now, but this is great to see this project on there. So I thought, oh, I'll have a look at the GitHub and I'll see. But in the meantime, I launched Pi Apps because I was checking out something else, and under games it's actually all in there anyway. So you can see Minecraft Pi modded, and so if you want to install it, you would just click on it, hit plus, and it will go ahead and install that onto your Pi, and you can have a play around with it. And it looks like it's an ongoing project, so things are going to keep getting better and better. So great work there by those guys. So last one is, this was just a post I came across, and list of Linux ARM games. So this is a manual list of games we know to have ARM executables on Linux and FreeBSD, and thus are believed to work on Raspberry Pi without a need for emulators, as well as on Linux installations on mobile phones. You can see from the list here, games are believed to support 32-bit and 64-bit. And this came from another post, and I can't remember where the other post is, but I think it was a Reddit post, or it might have been a Facebook post, that said, how about getting this to work with RetroPie, I think it was. And so I thought I'd just have a look through the games and see if there's any I didn't cover, because I've done some Linux games before on Raspberry Pi. And I came across this Stunt Rally, and this looks really cool. But unfortunately, I couldn't get it to install on anything. Let's just go to their official website. I used the Snap Store, some install, so like Ubuntu, Manjaro, tried it in Raspberry Pi OS. I tried all different types of ways to do it, and I just couldn't get it to work. And if we go to the gallery, so there's things from 2010 up to 2015. But I watched a YouTube video on the game just to see what it looked like, and it looks really cool. So if anybody knows a way of getting this to run on the Raspberry Pi 4, or the 400. That would be really interesting. Maybe it's too much. It looks pretty fancy from these screenshots, but yeah, this would be lovely to see this in something like PyKiss or PyApps, some auto installer, and see it working on various different operating systems on the Pi. But I tried a few different things. I could get it to install, but it just wouldn't launch. Did I try it in this one? I think I might have tried it in this one. Yeah, I tried it in this one. That's a Stunt Rally track editor, but you click on it and it doesn't do anything. I looked at, I think I found an error log and it said something about NVIDIA, so whether it's trying to find some sort of graphics and it's not finding it and that's stopping it, but it's weird that it just doesn't come with any message at all. Anyway, I hope this all helps. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.